questions, our free live chat psychic reading connects you instantly with experienced psychics, ready to offer you personalized guidance and clarity in real time, whether you're curious about love, career, or life's biggest decisions. Our psychics are here to help you unlock your future and discover your true path. Experience the convenience of live chat, where you can ask questions and get immediate insights, tailored just for you. Don't miss out on this unique opportunity to connect with your inner self and receive the guidance you need. Subscribe now and never miss a live session. Start your journey towards clarity and peace today.
Hi, this is Currencies by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If like me do prediction feel, let me know in the comments or the chat on the side. Just a reminder that all of our wonderful show times and all that is at our website at currentiesbyandre.com, where you can find all kinds of wonderful things to answer your questions. Let's get started with today's show as we're waiting for more and more questions to come on the board. Okay, so the first question, this is from last show. I think we missed a couple because we had to leave early for a meeting, I believe it was. Now the question is, which will do $1,000 first? HBAR, XRP, or XLM? Which one will be the winner overall? Any guesses?
XLM.
XLM is the choice. I don't think XRP, we've done many readings on XRP previously. It will do okay, but I don't think it's going to get to that $1,000 at any time. So it's basically HBAR or XLM. Let's throw some cards down for that one. As we're waiting for more and more people to come on. Okay. Now, all three of these have similar actions. Okay, I'm going to put them in the camera here for you so you can see. I do think that the wife is correct on the XLM being the better of the bunch. HBAR does have a wonderful situation happening for it. I do think it's going to be doing some tremendous things in the future. XRP, of course, will be doing its thing. It is tied up with many of the central banks and all that wonderful stuff. But I do think XLM has that room to expand quicker than the other two. I'm not saying that HBAR and XRP will not get to $1,000, but I think it'll be XLM for that $1,000 first. Okay, before I get all the angry questions on my comment section. Yeah, I think everything is poised for that to happen in a big way as we move along. I do think it's going to be XLM, XRP, HBAR in that order when they get to that $1,000 evaluation into the future. Okay, so hopefully that answers that question. What do we got next? Silver or BTC? Best returns. This is easy. BTC. Don't get me wrong. Silver is a great situation to have in your portfolio. Me and the wife have a bunch of silver in our vault. Our little vault.
It's big, honey.
It's fairly big, actually. Not as big as her friends.
Size doesn't matter.
Size, yes. Size doesn't matter on vaults. Anyways, not like our friends who have a vault that they have to bring in with a crane.
He's got vault jealousy.
What's that?
Vault jealousy.
Vault jealousy. How big is your vault for your gold?
Vault envy.
Vault envy. But I do think silver is going to be one of the things leading us into the future as we move along. We're going to have $600 silver and beyond that, but the BTC is going to be beating out most other assets moving forward. And this is just how the way it is, right? It's going to be beating out silver. It's going to be beating out gold. All the other assets will be behind BTC. BTC has been the best performing asset of them all. Okay? So, but let's throw some cards down just for silver. I think it's still a great thing to have in your vault. Doesn't matter the size of your vault. But anyways, I do think silver is going to be doing a pretty good upturn in the next little while. I do think it went down a little bit the other day, but I do think it's going to be rising in a big way as the world evaluates currencies and assets moving forward. And that's going to be later on this year that it's going to start to really ramp up. Same with gold, and BTC is going to be jumping past those ones in a big way. Okay, so hopefully that answers that question. What else we got? Kamala's debate fantasy. This is actually taken from YouTube. I was watching some YouTube videos, and there's this cartoon type thing. It was Kamala Harris dreaming of a perfect debate against Donald Trump, which I do believe is today, probably right now. And let's see how she's going to fare against the Teflon Don. I think he's going to rip her into shreds, but she's not that great of a debater. Okay, so it might be a little messy. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to see the outcome. I do think it's going to be really, of course, I'll show you the order of the cards. And you have to remember, these cards are upside down for me. So I'm reading them upside down than what you see on the camera. This is the health of the situation. So people are giving her advice on how to do the thing, and she's not going to be listening. She's going to do her own thing. And it's probably not going to do very well for her. The financial people behind her are going to be not so happy. And of course, the people that are with her are going to be finding themselves in a rock and a hard place. We got that 3 of Swords for Kamala Harris for the debate. I think it is tonight. That it's not going to do well, and there's going to be a lot more people run or jumping ship and going elsewhere. Okay, so that's going to be because of her debate skills. Okay, so let's see how Donald Trump is going to do. If you remember, Donald Trump does much, much better when they cut the mic on him. He doesn't tend to ramble as much, and he stays on point, and he's allowing the other person to speak, okay, which usually gets the other person in trouble. And I think Donald Trump is going to be doing very, very well. The people are going to be right behind him moving forward. They're going to be very excited on his performance. Financially, I think he's going to be doing okay. The people running the money behind the scenes on this event are going to be doing not so bad. And I do think the health moving forward is going to be very, to say it in Donald Trump terms, tremendous for him for the next debate. Okay, let's get into the next thing, which is the chat.
Ooh, this is quicker.
What's that?
This new Chromebook is faster.
Oh, the wife got a new Chromebook. It's fast. What was the last Chromebook? 2016?
No, that was like 2013, the old one.
2013. She got a 2020. It was on sale at a place. Much, much faster. You don't have to wiggle around with everything. Better equipment as we move along here. Dilly Dilly. Hi, Isle. Hi. I just now got to learn how to speak. Hi, all. Can I get a 3-card reading on if Jasmy crypto will reach $1 to $2 US by the end of the current bull run, please? Will the bull run reach its peak around the middle of 2025? That's kind of two questions in a way, but that's okay. Now, the first question, Jasmy coin, will it reach that $1 to $2 US? I do think it is going to be doing that in the next little while as we go through the bull run and all that wonderful stuff. And we're going to start to stabilize with cryptocurrencies at large in the next week or so. I think we're done bleeding out, and I think we're going to be starting to move up in a good way. Might be a couple more dips, but overall, I think we pretty much stabilized. And I think Jasmy coin is going to do okay. The health of it is doing okay. There's going to be a whole lot of things coming out of the woodwork. Some new projects that were on top of the Jasmy coin that are going to be coming out, and it's going to be putting some more attention on Jasmy coin, which is going to be bringing it up to that $1 to $2 in the next bull run. Okay. Now, how long will the bull run last? Usually, traditionally, because we've had it 4 times after a happening, it's usually about 1.5 years, approximately. Okay? So, will it do the same? So that'd be in the middle of 2026, if that's the correct assumption, when the actual bull run starts to happen. So late 2024, usually after the happening. Then it starts to ramp up by Christmas, shooting up. So about 1.5 years. So 2025, 2026 will be kind of when it starts to cool off, more or less, if tradition holds. All right. It's going to be very, very quick. It's going to be steady, stable. And there's a whole lot of things in play right now with Bitcoin. And that's going to be affecting all the other cryptocurrencies, of course, because Bitcoin is the market. Okay. As soon as you realize that, everything else becomes clear. And the health of it's going to be very, very good for the next little while. I think it's going to be about 2 to 3 years in length. Okay. Because of all the different things that are happening in the cryptocurrency market. And that's with the big boys coming in, politicians coming in, countries coming in, you name it, they're coming in. They're going to try to get all the cryptocurrencies, especially that Bitcoin, in a big way. So I'm saying about 2 years. Okay. Thank you for that question. What month do you see Johnny and Gigi splitting from each other? And if the month is in 2024, 2025, thank you. They are celebrities.
Sounds like a soap opera.
Yeah, it sounds like a soap opera. These are the days of our lives. Can you tell how old I am? Used to watch that. Well, my mom used to watch that on the TV back when we only had 3 channels. And my mom would wave to me and, can you play with the rabbit ears? Put some tinfoil on those so we get better reception. If you remember those days, let me know in the chat. Now, Johnny and Gigi, I do think they're going to be splitting up in the next month or so, and that's what came out. It's going to be about money issues and all that sort of thing, and all the friends are going to be excited about this prospect. I think they were being prompted by other people that are around them to do this sort of thing. One is not good for the other, that sort of thing. on all that silliness that celebrities do. Any other words, sweetie?
No.
No? Think I nailed it?
I wasn't paying attention.
Wasn't paying.
I was
Celebrities.
thinking of, how's the debate going to go today?
Oh, thinking about the debate.
That's what I was thinking about.
It'll be fun to watch in the the after show,
After shows.
especially Sticks and Hammer 666. He always does a good show on that. So, okay, what do we got next?
That's what I was thinking of.
Yaman, are you guys watching the debate tonight? Maybe not. Probably on Rumble. So we might watch it on Rumble if it's there. Or we'll just see the recaps and have a good laugh. So, hi, Andre. I had a winning strike this year, but then I gave back a big part of my gains. When will I come out of this downside trend? Gonna get a 3-card, please. It's partly on your own thinking. If you're just trying to trade crypto, even the experts we talk to, they don't do that anymore because it's near to impossible right now. But there are other things. Do the long trade. Don't do all the little itty bitty trades. They're really tough to do right now. But I think if you do the long run, I think you can do much, much better. There are some business situations that are going to be coming around you, and there's going to be somebody that's coming around you that's going to be helping you out with that hard work and making you go back up in a big way. They're going to be giving you some advice or something like that that's going to be clicking with you and go, oh. Okay, so pay attention to everybody that's around you. I think there's going to be a bit of a mentor that's going to be coming around and helping you with your money situation. Okay? Thank you. Oh, we got a friend from Divine Empathic Tarot. Good afternoon. Can you tell me what you see in love for Nick, Pisces, and myself, Taurus? Oh. This stuff I don't pay too much attention to, but it's awesome to have that information. And if you want to watch another good channel, make sure you go to Divine Empathic Tarot. Maybe we'll have her on the channel. You never know. We could co-work together. It's always a fun thing to do. Email me later if you want. Okay. So, talking about her love life here. It's not going to be very stable, and I think there's going to be somebody else that's going to be coming along that's going to be fitting the situation much better. I think you're going to be finding somebody that's more fitting to the situation that you find yourself in. Okay? And it's quite the opposite of who you are. It's usually the case. As they always say, opposites attract. And me and the wife are kind of opposite to one another in some ways. But it just works together in a big way. We're both fire signs, which can be kind of fun. But I think there's going to be somebody else that's going to be coming along in a good way. So put that energy out there, put on your dream board and all that sort of thing. You have to remember you can't make people do things that they're not wanting to do. You have to remember you can't control other people. The only person you can control is yourself and how you react to things. And I think once you get internalized that, you can start to make big gains in all of your parts of your life. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. John Smith. Hi, Andre and Yvonne. When the USD falls, will it take the other currencies with it, like Canadian, German? Yeah, of course. Anything on the western side of the fence, yeah, that says west, will be affected because we're so tied to the American dollar that when it falls, we all fall unless we get really smart and get into something else like Bitcoin or gold and silver. These are just hints I'm throwing out there for everybody. This is not financial advice to anybody. To safeguard your own selves. Hopefully you got the hint. It's not much to get into gold and silver. It doesn't take that much money, or Bitcoin, or other things like that. It's all part of a cycle, and everything is going to be coming back up within its own time. It takes about 7 to 10 years for it to come back when a new system comes into play. They are working on the new system, and it's going to be Bitcoin centric. So hopefully that's enough hints for everybody out there. Thank you. Will Bitcoin Standard whale meme coin get to 30 million market cap? Never heard of it. Well, let's see. My first impression is no, it's not going to be a long-standing cryptocurrency like many of the other little cryptocurrencies that come along during a bull run. Most of them will disappear, and this is going to be one of them. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. Hi, Andre. 3 cards. Reading, please. There's going to be the health card, which is in the first thing. There's going to be some things that you did not realize that are going to be coming to light on the health part of yourself. And I think I talked about this before with you. Pay attention to all those little aches and pains and all that sort of thing, and have them addressed, or at least see a doctor if you can when they do arise. Financially, I think you're going to be doing very, very well in the next little while. There's going to be some things that are going to be coming to fruition in the next little while that you've been working on. And people that are around you, you're going to be feeling very generous with many of the things that you've gained, and you're going to be helping a lot of friends and family out with that. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. When will the euro currency take a tumble? The European Union is broke, and the Ukraine had caused rifts. It's all by design. Just to let you know. Just look back in history. This has happened before. Even people wearing masks. It's happened before. Anyways. Euro is going to be going away in the next 2 to 3 years in a big way, and they're going to be switching over to something else. And of course, this is when all the Bitcoin and all that sort of thing is going to be coming into play in the next little while with the new currency system that they're going to be coming out with. We already know that currencies only have a lifespan of about 100, 150 years. Then they usually switch out. if you go back in history, Britain was the world currency at that time until World War II, and then they handed the baton to the Americans, right? So the American dollar has been king for that period of time. Now it's time to pass that baton on to somebody else. Who that will be, there's no big, great countries out there that fit that bill, except for Bitcoin, if it was a country. Just a FYI. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Is metal a crypto gaming the one? It's say to be big, but is it true? Lots of gaming cryptos that are out there, they're usually not that good. Okay. The idea was very popular in a couple of years back, and I think it's fallen from grace since then. They could just use Bitcoin. But what am I to say? I don't think it's going to be the big thing. There's going to be a lot of confusion with the price in the next little while. For some reason, they're trying to do new things with it, but it's not going to be really holding any fruit. It'll gain a little bit. You'll make a little bit of money from it, but it's not going to be taking over anything anytime soon. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Nick, hi, Andre. Will we have a sell-off this week in crypto market? What about next week? Hopefully you bought some. We're looking around the house for things to sell for Bitcoin. Got an old drum kit over there. Maybe you can sell it for some Bitcoin. That's the way you should be thinking, right? When the market comes down, look for things to sell around the house that you usually don't need, right? We all have that. I think there's going to be a couple little sell-offs in the next little while. I think we're pretty much done all the bleeding, major bleeding, and I think we're going to stabilize in the next little while and kind of start to creep up a little bit in the next little while. So get it while it's hot. Will HBAR Proton token go to its all-time high or higher? Yes, it'll go to its all-time high, but I don't think it's going to get any higher than that for another 2 to 3 years. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. BTC dips as low as 44K, or the big dip before the rise now canceled? I think so. Might still dip. Depends on what the elites try to scare the majority of the people with so they can soak up all those coins. I think they did sell off a bunch the other day to scare everybody out of the market. And that's an old tactic. Hopefully you didn't fall for that. I think it's just one big one, then a bunch of little ones, and then going back up again. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Can I get a career reading? Should I switch careers or have to relocate? Internet problems.
Not here.
Not here. I think there's going to be a change in vocation, not to quite exactly what you had in mind. Do it. You get the education on the side as you're working along. You have to remember, job is a a stepping stone to other things. It doesn't have to be your entire life, right? Just think of it as a way of gaining ground up, okay? But there is something in the works that you had not anticipated, and it's going to be a lot much better for you, okay? But you're going to need the education for that, and I think that's going to be coming your way in a big way in the next little while. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Okay, thank you. You're not for sale? What are you guys talking about over there?
Well, you said, Andre, is it still allowed to sell your wife? For Bitcoin.
Oh.
You're selling and doing the house. Bitcoin.
We're not living in biblical times anymore. Jeez. Shh, I didn't say that. Or those Christian friends, I'm sorry. What am I reading? What does Natalie from work like me? Not in the way you think. She likes you, but not in that way. Okay? Just let it flow naturally. There's going to be something else that comes around you that's going to be much, much better for you. Okay? Hopefully you understand. Sometimes our brains get stuck and we don't see the other things that are around us. Okay? April Riffle. Hello. Whatever ailment that you were having, it's going to be subsiding in the next little while, because you're going to be doing something that is going to be working out much better for you in the health department. I think it's more of an emotional thing that you're going through at the moment. Finances, you're going to be balancing those really well. You're going to be gaining some new understanding of wealth, and you're going to be actually doing the thing. Sometimes we learn the lesson the hard way. We become overnight experts in that. And I think that's going to be part of what you're going to be doing. There's going to be somebody around you that's going to be showing you the ropes on that as well. I see the story. You're trying to balance things and somebody's not going to be giving you any more funds. And so you're going to have to think on your feet for your financial situation. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. Trying to buy silver via a pawn shop. I guess you could do that. Good idea or not? If you trust the person behind the counter, sure. There's usually shops that do that. Here in Winnipeg, we have gold and silver buyers and sellers that have set up shop. And we have the, what's it called?
The Mint.
The Mint. So if you could trust them, sure, but usually not a good situation. Look for a gold and silver buyer that's accredited in your area. Okay? Thank you. XDC pegged the dollar and euro to its network and GBEX exchange. How successful will they be? Everybody's getting on that stable coin fun. As long as they have the currency, I think they're going to be doing okay. But in this case, I don't think they're going to be doing all the best. Okay? I think status. What's it called? What's that stable coin? Tether. That's it. It's probably going to be the king of most of them in that category. Okay? They'll do okay, but it won't be spectacular. Okay, thank you. What does my future look like? How do you want it to look?
Looks like sunshine.
Looks like sunshine.
I see sunshine. Is there a sun card? What's the sun card mean?
The sun card, happy days. It'd be funny if it came up. Let's see. No, that's one. That's two. Three. No sun card, but it's kind of what I was picking up from you asking this particular question. It's all dependent on what you think and what you're putting out there. You got to get energy that is what you're putting out there, right? You're going to have to, for the financial part, you're going to have to stop looking at all the negative aspects of everything. That's that card. And start looking at more of the positive things that you can do. Don't get stuck on all the things that you cannot do. Get stuck into the things that you can do, and you're going to be surprising yourself in the near future of what you can accomplish. Okay, I think right now you're kind of in that focusing too much on what you can accomplish. We all get there, right? So, I do that. Wife does that. The neighbor thinks that. But you have to shake yourself out of that and think of the things that you can accomplish. And you'd be surprised at the things that you can accomplish. Okay? So you're going to have to shake yourself and start looking around you, see all the things that you can accomplish. I think that's going to be the spiritual learning that you're going to be doing in the next little while. Okay? So write it on sticky notes or whatever all around the house of things you want to accomplish. And you're going to be having an abrupt change in direction when you start really focusing on that. Okay? Hopefully that helps you. Could you say something about future, relationship, money? Okay, I could.
In regard to check or...
In regards to you, yes. We can. I'm a stickler for punctuation, so
Grammar.
and grammar, but that's okay. Health-wise, what you thought was going to be impossible to do health-wise, it's going to be overcome very, very easily. You have that Three of Swords for the health slot. Whatever which that was troubling you, or maybe troubling you in the future, it's going to be easily overcome. Okay, if you do all the things like go to the doctor, don't be like our friends. I'm not seeing the doctor, and then it get worse and worse and worse, and then you see the doctor at the last minute. Financially, you're going to be working on a lot of things in the background. Make sure you focus on things that you can do. Start building all those assets, okay? Which I don't think you have quite yet. And you'd be amazed at what you can do. And relationships, you're going to be bringing those into balance in the next little while. Once you start to balance your health, your wealth, and everything else will start to fall into place for you. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Talking about internet, Starlink coming to South Africa anytime soon. Starlink's owned by Elon Musk. Isn't he a South African? I do think he is, actually. could be some moral thing that he's doing, right? Not to have internet in South Africa. I don't think it's going to be a thing in the near future. I do think he's going to be moving that into other areas and waiting for a certain thing to happen within the South African government, which is going to be happening very, very soon. When I say soon, in the next couple of years. And then everything is going to be turning around for South Africa and Starlink in that period of time. But it's going to be taking time. So look for other solutions to this situation. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. How real are those documents that I have from XRP and XLM, documents not for distribution? What's in them, I wonder? Let's see. I wasn't aware of any documents. Man, nothing really to them. I think it's a lot. It's something that was made by somebody that wanted to give XRP and XLM a bad name. Usually, there's still a lot of haters out there for both of these cryptocurrencies, and they're going to be putting out propaganda out there for that. Okay, so it doesn't hold water. Can you see what my dogs that passed away do now? It was a boxer and a Bovier. Okay. I'm not a medium, so just to let you know, I'm just a channeler. But all energy goes to the other side, including doggies. And I do think that they're just fine. Okay. Probably going to be reincarnated very, very soon. Usually as a dog. Okay. And they're going to be very, very happy in the future. Okay. So hopefully that helps you out. And that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed today's show. We're going to be back here on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure to go to secretreadingsbyowner.com where all that information is there. If you would like to have a reading or a healing with my wonderful wife, the Reiki Master, that information is also on our website. If you like to protect your cryptocurrency in the best possible way, we have the Trezor cold storage wallet for sale on our website. So if you should happen to purchase one, know that we make a little bit of money from that purchase. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.